Wow. 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 Yo, have y'all seen this list I created? It's insane. Wow. I'm sure y'all have. It's posted online somewhere. But do y'all know why I play certain cards and the different ratios and even the combos? Well, you come to the right place. Hey, YouTube, it's your boy Paul Cooper here with Coop Star Cards, coming at you with my first place 1.5 Adamancipator Turbo Rock deck. So this is not clickbait, guys. Not clickbait. I say 1.5 because, to be fair, to be honest, I 2-0'd my opponent in the finals, Gabriel Nets. Shout out to him and his team. But my team wasn't not able to win one in the final, so that's why I say this is the first place 1.5. You got a problem with it? I don't care. So, thanks you guys for sticking around, for all the subscribers who sticked around. Know I've been going a little bit, but you know, only the real subscribers stayed around to support your boy, no matter what, through the thick and thin. So I love you guys if you're still here. Hey, if you're not, you know what I'm saying, you're lost, honestly. So yeah, me and my team, we got technically second place at the LCS 3v3 10. I personally went. So it was 12 rounds total. I personally went either 9-3 or 8-4. But to be fair, 2 to 3 of those matches I could have won. But you know, I had brain fog day one, and I just was overly excited, and yeah, just was misplaying all day one. So day one I went like 3-3. Day one, 6 rounds day one, but day two I went undefeated the whole day two. Like, just, you know. Nah, I'm joking. So yeah, just a little bit of background about this deck. So how I came up with the idea with this deck. So I created the deck 2 days after the ban list hit, which was the ban list hit on December 15th. So I started messing around with this list. Well, I was messing around with Adamant before the ban list hit, but then after the list, you know, when Link Cross got hit and yeah, got hit. You know, you have to change the combos up, and like, so I created like this crazy Synchro build. And so around like at the end of November, beginning of January, I just started like playing with it more and more. And so then I realized that I'm like, wait. So then I actually tested with Dry Trine and V-World and you know, all the different top decks, and I just noticed one thing, that everyone was overly prepared for those decks. You know, with Droll, Meester, Crow, Bale, you know, Psycho Reader, Lancia, with all these different cards. I mean, why would I want to, you know, play against those main deck cards or side deck cards? And so, and same thing with the Dragon Link and Dino, because I was playing Dino, but you know, like everyone was overly prepared from the deck, so this would be the perfect like sleeper deck. And so that's why I kind of came up with the idea. Like, you know, if you know me, I'm a combo player. I'm always trying to combo, you know, create different combos, and just, you know, all gas no break different decks. And so this right here was just the most gassiest deck that I could create, this format that could be you know, valuable for this format. And the reason why I even play this deck, because if you go first, there's an auto win like 100% of the time, because you just don't break. Because the combo, the inboard, which will be in a combo video soon to come in the next few days, so stay tuned to that. But going first, your inboard is VFD, Herald, level 8 Synchro, level 9 Shin coming back, and a full hand with Hyper Librarian. So that's the inboard. So going first, you know, it can play through multiple hand traps. And then going second, it can play through a lot of different hand traps with the extenders, and all the miners are just +1, so they have to stop them. If they not, it just like builds on to each other. And so yeah. So first I want to give shout outs to Take Notes group chat. You know what I'm saying? The best group chat. You know, I got all the homies in there. And shout out to my sponsor. Oh wait, I'm not sponsored because I left my last sponsor, but when events come back, I will be, you know, checking out, you know, trying to find a different team or whoever wants to pick your boy up. So, so shout out to my future sponsor with that. And so without further ado, let me check out my Turbo Synchro VFD crazy list, rock list. Okay, I don't have the cards in real life, so this is the best we're gonna do. We're gonna speed through this. I don't want the video to be too long. You know what I'm saying, guys? I'm just happy to be back. And stay tuned for great content this week. Combos and a giveaway coming this week. All right? Promise. All right, so I organized this. Let's see if we can move this up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So I organized this by, you know, just as simple as possible. So I'm gonna have the link in the description of the I guess the DB link of the list, so that just in case if you don't know what these cards do, then you can just click on the link and you can see what's going on. And if you want to read some cards or just anything like that, or even download, I'm probably put like a download link if that's even possible, so you can download the list and try it out yourself. So we got the 9 miners right here on top. You know, three anal, 3 searcher, 3 seeker. You know what I'm saying? And then we have the 3 guardians. That's another reason why I want to play this deck, because it has a real good going first and second, because it can play through Nibiru or it can play through hand traps. And so that's like another reason why I wanted to play this deck right here. We have the 3 suppliers, basically an extender, and can search you for guardian. The 3 Doki, the Doki is full combo by itself. Obviously, everything has to hit, and you have to have a rock for discard. And same thing with any miner. 1 miner is also full combo. It just has to hit. You know, it has to just hit. I mean, so it's usually full combo. So this right here, I played 2 golems. The reason why I played the 2 golems is, and as you see, I played the 1 foolish and the 1 rupture. The reason why I played these cards because I wanted to up my rock count to 14, and like I also just wanted, like, I guess the foolish and the rupture is an extender, so I wanted to just have more rocks and more extenders in my deck, and so that's why I put those in. And because I was testing so much with the deck, I just ran into noticing that you just wanted to have rocks in your hand to dish with Doki, or just even for a normal summon, because you just, you know, a lot of times you couldn't get to a Doki or Guardian or even Supplier, or even the water one, which we will get to, which is next actually. So I played 3 of the Dragite. All right, so this was the biggest question that I've gotten recently about why did you play Dragite, especially at 3. Okay, so minimum you play 2, so that if you ever have Doki, you can pitch it and summon another one. Yes, it doesn't really do much after that, but if you have another level 4 extender, then you can make Granite and be able to get to researching and continue your combo there. But the reason why I like this card right here, because it does so much for a non-rock, non-tuner rock. And so in my opinion, it is the 4th best non-tuner rock in the game, because I went through all the non-tuner rocks, and this is just like the best one. Reason why, it's a water, and so it's good for the Dragite. It's a +1 when you hit it off, when you hit off any of your miners. It's a level 4, and so because I tested so much with this deck, one thing I noticed that, I mean, you will run into hands with having like Seeker, and having like that other non-tuner rock that's not an Adamant card, then I just found hands very awkward when, if I had this instead, then having that and Seeker made a lot more hands live and playable. Instead of just summoning Seeker, you get Ashed or Gamma and you have to pass turn, compared to like if you have this, then you have this and have Seeker, the Gamma your Seeker, then you can, you know, have Supplier for combo or Signs to combo back. And another thing is this and Signs is full combo by itself. Obviously the Seeker that you search off has to hit, but so that's like another thing that I like, because any other non-rock besides Prank Kids, which I'm gonna get to that, like it doesn't really do anything with Signs. Like if you have that in like any random non-tuner rock, then it doesn't do anything. So having this, you know, you can go into the link one, Amirage, which is down here. You go to the Amirage and have Signs, and you can just combo off from there. So this card right here, I would still continue to play that at 3. This card is completely insane. Going second, if you have the Adamant Analyzer and you hit him, you can immediately go into Dragite, which is a negate, and you can just bounce that board and then you can continue to combo. So this card has so many applications, guys. Like I will continue to play this card at 3. All right, moving on. We have 3 Hat Tricker. The reason why I play Hat Tricker over Madoche, Pudding Cess or whatever, and any of the Tingy cards, the Dinotherium, just all those different level 4 extenders. Reason why is because this is this is great to draw into. Dinotherium is too, but it allows them to special summon a level 4 from your graveyard, which could be Guardian, something like that. Madoche card, you can't play Madoche card, you play Hand Traps, which is the Droll. So like it would just never be live. And like this is also good for going second. Hat Tricker is great going second because as you see as we get to my extra deck, you'll see why. But it's just great going second because you can go special, make your rank 4, which is I guess I'll show you now, the Light Ignister guy right here. And Light Ignister, basically what it says is if a monster you control monsters will be destroyed by a card effect, you can detach one. And so against Prank Kids, this card is an auto win if you can just drop 2 level 4s and make him immediately, because it protects double Butler, double Regeki. It outs Dryden Conquistador, it outs Punishment Dryden, it outs just a lot. Also, it's an out for the Megatron thing, the Zodiac. They make that big old Megatron, the rank 4,000k attack, so it's an out for that. And but also this is also helps with going second because you can go into Zeus. And so that's why I wanted to play as many like level 4 extenders that I possibly could that made space. And then we have this is called Mechem Phantom Beast O-Lion. I know y'all remember O-Lion, okay? Well, okay, so it's called TG Tank Grub, that's the name of it, but O-Lion got banned for a reason, and this does the same thing as O-Lion. If you use this card as a synchro material for a TG monster, you get a token. So what did O-Lion do? When they went to the graveyard, got a token. When it goes to the graveyard for TG monster, you get a token, O-Lion. Why would you not be playing O-Lion in your deck? Yeah, and so like combo video coming soon. I'm gonna show you how I use this, but this is your Hackley 5X target, and it's just an amazing card. And then we have for the hand traps. My hand traps was a little small. I mean, I do regret only playing 5, so I played 3 draw and 2 nib. In hindsight, obviously I got sided the 3rd nib, and so I definitely should have put in the 3rd nib. So that was a clown move on my part, but it came through in the finals because in the finals, game 1 against Gabriel Nets. I did open up Droll Nibiru, and in game 2, I just opened up Droll, but I pretended like I had another Droll Nibiru again, and he didn't make Savage, and that ultimately cost him the game. So shout out to him, but they still won, so I'm sick, and I'm the one who looks like a clown, right? So, okay, we have the 3 signs. We have the Reborn cards, the 3 signs, and we have the Foolish, the Rupture, the Monster Reborn. We have Upstart. Upstart was cool. The extra 1,000 didn't matter because I played Brawl Sword, and so it never came up where the life points didn't matter. And then just another level 4 extender. We played 40 cards. Now to answer the quick question about prank kids. So prank kids are good or decent. You know, I'll just play the 3 rock and then 1 of the water, just like Jibril did, and just different players played with. But the thing is, so I tested with it. I tested with all the different type of things. Desires. I tested with the prank kids. Tested with. I mean, just so many different cards. But let's talk about the prank kids. Prank kids. The reason why I chose not to play them. First of all, the extra deck space, as you will see the extra deck here in a second. But it just doesn't allow you to combo because the board needs to be Guardian as your 5th monster somewhere, Guardian or Herald, and then you need 4 open zones so that you can full combo into Hyper Librarian and draw with all the synchros, and then end with VFD. And so with the prank kid cards, the reason why I didn't literally just can't play them is because I'm trying to make VFD and synchro plays, and because of the prank kid cards, you have to, like, you have the link 1, then you link into link 2 Dodo, and then your Dodo's up there, and then let's say if you needed to make like a Amirage, so your Amirage would be somewhere, and then let's say if you needed to make a Grand Knight as well, then, you know, Grand Knight Searcher, and then you need to make a Hacker Fireback. So now your board is looking like a Dodo, Granite, maybe an Amirage, then a Hacker Fireback. So then you have no space to synchro summon, so then you have to link everything into a Appaloosa. But while, like, I'm making Calamities and Appaloosa, I may have Guardian or Herald to protect them from Nibiru, so I don't need to make, like, Appaloosa is basically just more fodder for droplets. And so it just was literally no, like, I tested it because it can, like, unbrick your hands, draw 1, and it can put up, like, basically link materials, but it just, like, in this version, it just can't be played. But in the other versions, absolutely, I will absolutely play it. I tested with Desires, and I bumped my, I put in level 1 Teeny cards, but just Desires, it just was not needed because, like, I just rather, because if you do banish level 1, then you have more level 1s in your deck, but those level 1s are already in level 1 tuner was just absolute some shit. Like, so going second was just dead. You never wanted to happen, and that's one thing I realized. So I just had to cut Desires, and of course, like, you don't want to just banish all 3 of your researchers or all 3 of your seekers or just all 3 of your guardians, then you lose the nib. So I might touch around a little bit more with Desires, but it didn't come up that great for testing. So moving on to the side deck. My side deck, as you see, guys, is 3 Cycle Reader. Where you at? 3 Cycle Reader. This is just for the Drytron matchup. I played against a few Drytron matchups, and I didn't get to draw this card. I think I saw this card once, and when I did, he's still full combo. So I'm not sure if I will still play this card because I'll explain that in another video. And then we have the 3 Land Season versus just, you know, Dragons, V-World, and against Dino. I mean, of course, it wasn't mini Dino, but against Virtual Worlds, because yes, they still can play through Lancia, but I would say either 50%, like, okay, so if let's say 10 games, if you Lancia them, only like about half the time that they are able to, like, make, no, less than half the time that they are able to make a VFD because they need different virtual world names, and Lancia just puts in so much work, especially if they have Desire. So then the hands have to be like so if they have Desire, then they have to just have different names, and so yeah. So Lancia, a lot of times you make them pass turn, and then the spicy tech of the weekend, I'm sure y'all saw, or Yeah, I have heard about as Dimension Shifter. Okay, let's talk about this for just for a quick second. Dimension Shifter is the best hand trap this format. Guys, hand down, best hand trap in this format. If your deck can play D-Shifter, play it. No question. Why? Okay, so if your deck can play it, so my deck, okay, so I sided against all combo decks, it makes them pass turn. So you activate it. As I explained to my teammates, which I made one of my teammates, I talked them into playing it. Basically, long story short, cut all that talk out. What D-Shifter says is when this card is played, you get to start, you get to play first. You go first. So when I play it, I get to go first, even though they're technically going first. So I get to go first, yes. So, but some people might say, but it hurts you because you play graveyard cards. Well, I mean, okay, first of all, before we can get to the graveyard cards, well, if I activate that card and they pass turn, well, against Drytron, if they had, so their draw is dead, Herald Orange Light is dead, Dropless is dead, all these cards are dead, so they literally just pass turn with nothing. And you have Guardian for Nib if they have Nib, which a lot of them don't main Nib. So you literally just like kill them, and all back row, all combo decks just pass turn, and so they have to have hand traps or they just lose, and they have to have like the right hand traps to fully stop you from dying because they have an open field because they pass turn. And so this card right here, every time either me or my teammate activated, pass turn, killed them, or my teammate with the Dragoon Turbo deck, he just made like set up with his traps and stuff like that. And so to get on with the Reborn card, so Reborn, I left in Monster Reborn because you can Monster Reborn D-Shifter. So I mean that's great. The signs, I did side out like 1 or 2 signs just in case, and then of course I side out the TG Grub card, the level 1 tuner. I sided out every game, going second every time because you don't go into the Synchro plays. You just try to go for Brawl Sword. I played Brawl Sword over Access, and that's the reason why I played. That is because of D-Shifter, because I won't have a graveyard, so you can't Unicorn. Also, I didn't have space for Unicorn, so I had to play Brawl Sword. And Brawl Sword, but another thing, but on top of just D-Shifter, I had to play Brawl Sword, and because Brawl Sword and Reptile is over 8,000 compared to Access Code, and Reptile is only 7,500. And so that situation came up way too much, and so I had to put in Brawl Sword over Access, unfortunately. So, and the popping cards never came up where you need to pop with Access Code because you have Drag Guy, and Drag Guy can just bounce the board back to their hand. And then the other 5 spots are just for back row. We got Harpies, 3 Lightning Storm, and we got Red Reboot. I played against the Salad player and the Alter Guys player, and back row, these blowouts, they have to have Judgment. And if you play that scenario over 100 times, they won't consistently have your Judgment over the 5 blowout cards that you have. And just so I'll be on my back row decks. Okay, on to the extra deck real quick. So we have the Link 1 that I've talked about already. The Link 1 Amirage. You need this. You don't make it every game, but it does fix a lot of different hands, especially with Supplier in your deck. And like I said, with the Dragite. And we have the Hyper Firebrax, of course, combos. Borisor, as I explained, for Dimensional Shifter and to go for game with him and just Rap type. We have Appaloosa. You rarely make Appaloosa, but Appaloosa is only if you get super hand trapped. Super hand trap to where you can't fully combo, and so Appaloosa was still decent. It also was good, kind of going second as well, because you can just make that and then it protects your combos. Then we have VFD, yes, combo video coming soon, so I can show you guys how to use this. Because that with Herald, level 8 Synchro, level 9 Shin coming back next turn, and a full hand off Hyper Librarian makes a better board than Virtual World, than any combo deck in the game, and has the best recovery. Yes, best deck. Then we have the Light Ignitioner, like I said, just good for going second. You can shotgun into Zeus. We have the Granite for extender. Then we have the Zeus. Zeus was crazy because Jib and everyone had their list out, and people saw that they didn't have space for Zeus. And then when I Zeus people, they just was hella in shock. We have the level 9 Shin as part of the combo. Hyper Librarian should be banned. Card is still crazy. We have Metal Marcher, part of the combo. Herald, Raptite, Dragite, and the Trishula. So that's the deck profile, guys. Combo video coming soon. Once again, thanks for all the subscribers that have stayed with me through these tough times, with COVID and everything going on. So I appreciate you guys. You guys are the real supporters, so I really miss you guys. Stay tuned for some great videos, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway to all the subscribers that I have currently. So if you're already subscribed, a giveaway for you guys is coming soon. And so stay tuned for that. Thank you guys. Coop Star Cards, and I'm out. See ya.